I will say, according to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, somewhere around 2024 elections, wabra na omoye campaign no John Dramani Mahama chiri mu say obade a ohwe the high cost of living na Nana Akufo-Addo e de abegu oman Ghana for so a o chiri mu say oba obe make sure say sa high cost of living any enioma prices a e kosuru ni nyina no o kire say obade a obe make sure say sa enioma ni nyina no e beba from ama average Ghanaian bia no atimia enjoy life to the fullest enya asem ketua. There no after see to aba edi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no wa try say some of the promises or promises Ghana for ne de obe deliver nanso ade ba ko a currently de Ghana for bebre na no ka ho asem ama communicator ba ko nso edi nanu aba betu bia miracle Aboagye enso aba abonten aba be expose NDC government no wo ho nyina no the fact say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama promise no ma bebre o kire say obade a kanea ho nsem obebeki sure say omobetete so saa so na fuo eni ho kro ne banyina no ombemeki sure say omobetete so then so immediately after John Dramani Mahama ebaye no e de hu say ya too light mu be say 14 point something percent na ya too water mu nso be say 9 point something percent anche eni esa tu mu biem anche eni esa tu mu biem enti within 1 year ya too light mu be say 3 times enya asem ketu na response and answer reply amount for the more complaining about kania ene insu tutum basabasa no omu kire mu a MPP amanyoko no di obi omone IMF ekoye eno na ama saa kania prices ene insu prices daily and I say day in day out ekoshra enya asenketua amount bi nsu kire mu a se ne Nana Akufo-Addo ene na mamuo ene kwasan ni diwa adenti na under Nana Akufo-Addo ene na mamuo ni yahu se saa nioma we esisi ye tututu light mu ene insuo mu basabasa eno na miracle Aboagye aba abonten de nsem bi abeto ho no mu a finally o chese saa nkontompo nsem omo dada se IMF ene ehye omo kete se omo ntutu kanea ene nsuo kanimu nyina no aba abonten de eho evidence nyina aba abeto abonten the real truth ni nyina no miracle Aboagye de ho nsem aba abeto abonten die ebuso enbonrem ye nkotie reason why ayade na say the real reason tia kanea ene nsuo de bia ye tutum basabasa ye ba de aka nyina no ye de ato am so
I
was saying, say, yeah, being common in most of the issues, it hinges on views and how we perceive issues. And therefore, there's no debate about it.
That's it.
Because I mean, we be on the always live on, we be on the Omakola, we be on the Usu, and yet, my brother me say, my brother, a kuyi and I say kuyi, and then you may answer my channel, saying the kuyi and I say but. We must be factual with the issues, especially the ones that are that borders on data. First of all, it is not true. It's not true, say MPP. And the electricity, I say IMF, say yentum. And you're completely false. Number two, it is not true, say IMF, yes, say bonnet. IMF, yes, say bonnet, the idea. What praises are all them. NDC nyina anka emfaso bi eni so because IMF na dey obi akwa pekopem. Number 3, the issue about electricity no so for IMF conditionality na the makwa kan yi fa there is nowhere in the IMF conditionality a kasa about mandatory electricity increase.
Excellent. Okay.
Everywhere, there is nowhere in the IMF conditionality.
But the review, quarterly review,
quarterly adjustment.
Adjustment, yes.
A decrease or increase, or leave it as it is. And until MPP na kasakrana eko IMF no, there are years and our quarters will not increase utility tariffs. Indeed, in some instances, they were even decreased, even under the same IMF conditionality. Enti say aban na o say or ya ban bone or nipa bone or the yakwasha IMF mu brebe de ban bone ya wo fori say no. The same IMF no conditionality no. Otumi a decrease utility and now say otumi judge utility at the same price as the tanker. Now aban na wo bon abaso bon in some run no. So why we are sitting in a year now? Who claim say what share economy? So no end and maintaining utility tariffs. Now within 12 months, we're increasing utility tariff by 28%. Mr. You can praise him all you want. I don't point fingers at somebody who did absolutely nothing, who has nothing to do with this. Say, NDC abide by them. Now say, reduce a friend is saying exchange rate from 14 cedis to the dollar. Now, all about 11 to the dollar. Now, say, increase electricity tariff by 28%. Local production, cost of local production will still go up, and cost of prices will not go down. NFL is zero sum approach, You cannot disguise and not say cover up this fact because it is what the data is saying. And see, nobody should mislead the public. Say, and a MPPC and a NDC electricity tariff. That is not true.
Okay, Dennis, Dennis Bato, said yeah. Well, we'll say you believe in data. Now we're believing in factual. Your friend is saying factual and accurate statement. Yeah, share with you. So what for a year? Page 74 of IMF. Woman and normal yedukotu womanim. Table 3 never honor say Ghana proposed structural conditionality under the extended credit facility 2023-2024. Intuition Hana. Bullet 2. Implement an upfront weighted average electricity tariff adjustment of at least 29%. And written na abemu for kasa wamu kra net sanka ntumu ni nyina no it should be 29% na yenya ni 28 as a Chinese ana bia ya ne ente ase ana
then okay no mark
I'm reading from IMF one more okay IMF Ghana's proposed structural conditionality under the program which is the extended credit facility. Now bullet 1 wo bullet 2 no or say implement an upfront weighted average electricity tariff adjustment of at least 29%. And no maybe say we no adjustment adjustment but don't say what's my benchmark or say at least 29%.
Adjustment downwards and upwards.
Adjustment must be either upwards or downwards. Exactly. But there is a benchmark 29%.
The benchmark can be 29% downwards or 29% upwards or say adjustment one can increase. That is why even under the same NPP now, the Ghana call IMF now, that same government had the cost not to increase or adjust electricity in spite of the clause in the agreement. The fact is that the IMF conditionality never spoke of increase or decrease. It speaks of adjustment. It's a quarter no one situation. No. Then you determine that okay, situation I mean you almost see that's it warrant say you be increasing electricity and now say you be decreasing electricity. And that's what I'm telling you, say there were instances in this same country under the same IMF agreement, that the country had a cost to decrease electricity.
And that is fact. I agree.
Left electricity stable. So nobody should say there is a compulsory or mandatory electricity increase.
And that is fact.
So let's move on from there. All I am saying is that the way it was presented by Fabrano, it doesn't speak truth to the fact. And Musa Kwabra is in the spirit of almost demonizing MPP. Forget to say the same IMF from the MPP back in 2017. The beloved NDC, Omuja Ghana in an IMF program, and at the same MPP never told you, and at the same beloved NDC, and so beto if anything IMF program, but the MPP IMF is demonic. The NDC IMF is not. You can down their opinion. You can't take that away from him. But we should not twist the fact. The NDC didn't have a gun to their head to increase electricity by 28%. It's wickedness. They don't. It's wickedness. MPP now is a weird demon. Check it. Between 2022 and 2024, how much cumulatively? And we increase your friend is saying electricity in one calendar year, in 12 months, in one calendar year. If you increase electricity tariff in one calendar year by 28%, it's wickedness. Obia Ultra electricity 1,000 after January 7th. The demon MPP will claim if you are buying not 1,000 citizens. And the beloved NDC Nepali to electricity 1,306 to 1,308 Ghana cities after January 2026. You can't get away with this. What we all need to do is to call on the government and tell the government, say, hey, if you claim, say, the economic indicators are looking sexy and as beautiful as you put it there, then we should be able to experience some respite, especially in your friend is saying, electricity tariff in water. Mark, we shouldn't pretend. We shouldn't pretend. On my way, I did do a horse and a walk of a ma, or be a national faso. But near be boha, they walk of a ma, and you're a national faso.
Yeah.
And yet, then the Libiana AC dying. It is all the catcher gun and he said, $10 so and iron rods about from one. Not every Ghanaian is building. Number two, electricity no water there. Ghana Libya, you should be. Or here ni bubro crown or the kiosk mukrano. Or electricity no water bill. Economy. And if the economy is thriving, na economy no koye to send ya kwabra say in agitumuna. Niema na ema ye nyina ye fotoye no. It shouldn't be worse than you came to inherit it. And the electricity boy are worse than you came to meet it. So your months amount. Water bill we're increasing by 15%. So your months amount. How do you expect us to be able to have this conversation?
Okay.
Okay. How do you expect us to be able to have this conversation? Opinions would differ when it comes to the conditions of cost of living and the conditions of a Ghanaian. It would differ. And when you have to debate, you debate here because Obi Tony Body Ayatoto, always gone. Obi Tony there, Masaman. No one yet. It's our cost of living will not be the same. Okoto a friend said tilapia, different from so what tilapia, Philippus is Legon. It's another yet to be change. But we cannot run away from the data or cover up the data to make one person look bad and make the other look good. I am saying, in the IMF conditionalities, there is no gun to the head of the MPP or NDC to increase electricity tariffs. There is no gun to anybody's head. The fact is that the government can choose whether to increase or to decrease without necessarily hiding behind an adjustment in the IMF conditionality. And the MPP now, or now, or the IMF, no, there were instances where he didn't have to increase, your friend is saying, the tariff.
Okay, good. Well, yadasene in Chimoa would the Amayen, and also a drink tira would the Abba. But yentia when I saw the more question be meaning maybe sawa. A fa boku conflict because your boss, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Enra, Obi publish a article be war. I think new crusading guy, meaning same patch one.
David.
Okay. Okay, so me born tofa editor will say the silence is loud. I want to get the paper. Na me quote the okay. And the okay ni say doctor the latter part of the article. I will send the article to you. Or say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia silent on Boku mediation process and I say presentation na you too for your man Ghana man penye. It is not helping matters. Tana nipano. Actually, I'll send you the article. Then you read. Minim say if you can help us a quick comment on that.
Oh, Mark,
okay.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say over 8 years and 9 years. Do crown the country has over the period been working hard to ensure the being lasting peace in Boko. Yeah, Mahukwa will be fine yet among some entities in the personal and a parochial interest. The Nana Danko Kufado and the past young put in place a mediation team led by Otumfo the Jumerie. A transcended between even two governments. Or the reports are bread on Mampeni John Dramani Mahama. Mampeni John Dramani Mahama and Saka reports, no? Or the home pomponson be out to a bonte. Or my atia says, and penny for every number to a payment. Now, only the assessor, Jumedia and Nama Asudia Baboko. In fact, Wakwa to the extent say, my
Hello, Dennis. Hello, Dennis. Oh, Manuel. Okay. All right. Dennis Miracle Aboagye, one of the spokespersons, and 8 to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. It is story Nana Manamekano offer the new crusading guide. Enra new crusading guide. We share a year a sorokono when Sandy Fasono. Or say when silence speaks louder than words. An expert analysis of leadership, ethnicity, and Ghana's fragile peace. It is article in an American Wasama na Midibisa Dennis Miracle Award.
The extradition process is not started in a competent court of federal jurisdiction. Oba Meremu Agovi. Ubisa lawyer Nibia. So what is the most principal law here? Pass Obuhuna. And they say,